Hello, my name is Trish Kallenbach, Holistic Veterinarian here in Crystal River, and today we're going to talk a little bit on raw food feeding choices for your pet. It is a new concept to many people, but it's been around for a long time, but there are a lot of choices that you need to make, and we want to make sure you're doing it correctly. The first thing that I always like to let my clients know is realize that or at least consider that the food that you're going to get, the meats that you're going to get, are contaminated. Always consider them contaminated and cube or grind them however you're going to prepare them. Soak them in a 25% solution of either a vinegar or a lemon juice with water. Do that soak for 3 to 5 minutes, and then you can take it out, rinse it, divide it out, prepare it, and store it for your individual meals. Once we've got our meat prepared, then we want to look at what's the rest of the balance of the food. Because our pet would not have eaten the lean meat off of the animal that it caught, it would have consumed the entire animal. So I always want my clients to either put a good bone meal supplement into that meal, or simply utilize the rest of the bones that came on the carcass, such as the chicken. And if you're grinding it, combine and all of the bones and grind that right with your meat so that you've got that bound up in there. Or take if you're wanting to cook it, take your chicken carcass after you've removed it, put it in a crock pot and slow cook it for 8 to 12 hours. Food process it and strain out the bigger parts, and then mix that right back into your prepared meat so that you've got a complete balanced meat as well as bone and cartilage supplement. Once we've got our meat and bones put together, we then need to look at that the pets, while they don't have a huge carbohydrate need like we do, they do need their vitamins and minerals. So to make it easier for the client, I would recommend a balanced supplement that they're going to mix in on a by weight basis for the pet. Standard Process has one called Canine Whole Body or Feline Whole Body. It's very balanced, and you can just mix that fresh right into the food as you're feeding it. I don't want this preserved in the frozen products as you made it, so this we do fresh, and that can be by weight. There are other companies out there that make them. You're wanting a whole food product so that you're not getting synthetic vitamins. We tend to not want the synthetic vitamins. You do then want to balance approximately 30% by volume of your whole concoction that you've got with your vegetables and your carbs. I only want the certain carbs to use to be your oatmeal, your potato, or your rice. When we've got a carbohydrate, while we are going to be able to get our fruits and vegetables to provide our carbohydrate, if you've got an animal that's got a high energy need, it's a working dog, it's a young dog, we can then add that rice or that potato or that oatmeal in as an extra energy. But we don't want to overdo it, and we want to be providing dark green and dark orange vegetables as part of our meal, more importantly than the rice or the chicken. So I'll generally have my individual put approximately 70% by weight of the meal is your meat and all of your animal components, and approximately 30% by weight to be all of your vegetables and your fruits and any other carbohydrates that you may need. You're then topping it off with your multivitamin mineral, and you've got your meal. And you'll always want to balance that with the energy level, the breed, and the age and activity of that pet.